everyone, it's Maddie
and V, and today we're doing a huge library haul.
We visited 3 libraries in our local area, so come pick out some books with us.
I had thought about maybe rereading this one because I feel like I just read it so quickly I missed everything.
Yeah, I think that was one we read during a car journey.
I'm going to pick out The Surface Breaks by Louise O'Neill. This is one that I read in a try chapter video for Yalk. I think that was last year and I really did enjoy it. And I've read a few Little Mermaid ones actually, but I'm really interested for this take, and this cover is just pulling me in because it's absolutely gorgeous.
I'm going to pick up White Rose by Amy Ewing because we are doing our dual reread and we have a copy of the books but obviously not two, and it would be super beneficial if we could be reading it at the same time. This is a book I took out of the library a couple of years ago but never actually got around to, so maybe this is my second chance.
And they've also got the sequel if you get really into it.
Well, maybe I should get out both just in case.
Yeah, just in case. How
What's
long
the
are they?
font?
The like 400 page mark?
Yikes, I've only been here like 3 minutes, so we've already got a little pile here.
Imposters. Frey and Raffi are inseparable, two edges of the same knife, but Frey's very existence is a secret. Frey is Raffi's twin sister and her body double. While Raffi is raised to be the perfect daughter, Frey has been taught to kill. Her only purpose is to protect her sister, to sacrifice herself if she must.
Is that like related to the Pretties series, to the Uglies series?
I think it's a separate thing.
This is
Although,
standalone.
like, the design of it does look a bit like Uglies.
Uglies,
but
yeah.
Might be interesting. And Scott Westerfeld is an author that I've read a surprising amount of. Like, I read all 4 books in the Uglies series, but Afterworlds I've had on my shelves for probably about 3 years and not read. So if I read this one, then it would probably be a kick in the teeth to Afterworlds. But the premise is really interesting. I feel like I haven't read something
It's an
like
action-based
this.
thing, which is another
Yeah.
thing you were looking for more in 2019.
Totally, so I'll add it to my pile.
More other interesting things, like I really like The Song Save Your Life, but we already have a copy of that at home. We have Dorothy Must Die, which everyone liked at one point. There are a lot of books with the faces on faces trope going on these covers.
They have A Cast So Dark and Lonely by Bridget Kemmerer, and this is a new release, so that's exciting. Although Maddie read it on her Kindle and I don't think you enjoyed it as much. Hey look, they've got the second one to that Virginia Bergen story that you were talking about when we went to Reading.
I
You
really-
wanted to reread The Rain.
Yeah, I did.
So,
We're not going to
do you
find The
own
Rain. No, I've got it on my Kindle, but it's definitely a book that I'd be interested in trying to get in physical.
Then the one I was most excited for was The Extinction Trials Exile by S.M. Wilson, and I'm pretty sure this is a prequel about the guy who has found himself like trapped on the island. So I don't know, I really want to read the actual sequel, but I really enjoyed the fast-paced writing style, so I'm going to get this one too.
I see this one all the time, recommended.
What is it?
Ooh, historical fiction for one, because 1970. I didn't realise it was YA though. I thought this
No.
was a more adult book. Ruth wants to be remembered, Dora wishes she was invisible, Alice can't bring herself to leave, Hank is running away. 4 very different lives, all about to become entangled. Gail Forman is one of the blurbed authors on this. So I don't know, maybe it's worth giving a chance. Just found Black Enough, edited by Ibi Zoboi. It's a short story collection about being young and black in America. I really love the idea of reading an anthology. We have Pride waiting to be read at home, so I think I'm going to get this one out too, and it may seem like the perfect thing to read for the Contemporary-a-thon. After reading The Loose Ends List by Carrie Firestone, I'm really interested to pick up another American contemporary, and they had If There's No Tomorrow by Jennifer L. Armentrout hidden behind Paper Butterflies. The blurb is unsurprisingly generic, and it just talks about these 2 best friends, and one of them has admitted their feelings, but then something happens that means he won't forgive her, and we don't know what that event was. And then I just read the first chapter, and it's about her like waking up in hospital, so that's always an intriguing place to begin. So maybe I'll sit down and read a few more chapters and decide if I want to take it out. I haven't read anything by Jennifer L. Armentrout since the Onyx or Obsidian, what? Lux series there is. I probably finished that about 2 years ago now, so I've never actually delved into any of her like properly contemporary things before, so who knows, she could be a secret Emery Lord that I haven't been giving a chance.
Should we split them into books you're going to read, books I'm going to read, and then books we read together?
Let's see, probably together, equally interested. This one's a B book, because I haven't read the first one, but I guess it gives me an incentive to. This one, did you want to read it as well?
Yep.
Add that one to there. This one is for me.
Yes.
I need more lap. This one's a me one.
Yep, that one's for you.
This one is also a book for you. This one is for the both of us.
Yep.
That's a handy one, we should get to that one soon.
Yeah, definitely.
And then this one's for me, and we're getting this one just in case I really like this one.
Excellent.
Big old library haul.
9 books, 3 each, and then 3 to read together.
And we didn't bring a bag.
Yes, we have to carry those out in one big hoard all the way to our car. Yeah.
This is Paper Avalanche by Lisa Williamson, and we have read her 2 novels before this one, so let's read this one too.
I think I heard that it's one that focuses on a mother-daughter relationship.
Yeah. And this is 370 pages.
And if it's in hardback, then it's more cost-effective for us to get it from a library.
Indeed.
This is one of the first books I read from my 6th form library. It was about a bunch of dancers that worked on a cruise ship, and then they get shipwrecked on this island. And we've seen this one at both libraries, so it seems to be a staple.
I have a copy of It Only Happens in the Movies by Holly Bourne. This is the only book by her that I haven't read, and I have it on my Kindle, but I'm always more inclined to pick up paperbacks, so maybe if I get this, then I'll be encouraged to read it. And this was another one of my books from my Triad chapter from Yelk, so I'm just fulfilling that now.
This one is called Thorn Abbey by Nancy Holan. A horrible cover, but I was just reading the back. It's about a boarding school, a girl who dies, and then a girl called Tess who comes to the school and seems to take her place. Nothing is as it seems in this darkly romantic novel inspired by Daphne du Maurier's Rebecca.
Wow, we should totally pick that one up then, because that has a lot of our buzzwords in it, and I haven't heard anything about that before.
Yeah, let's just see. It's Simon & Schuster. Let's see when it was published. This was from 2013.
Okay.
So it's an old one.
Read the back of this one, and it's like a dystopian survivalist story, but it's the sequel to something that actually sounds really good, so I'll be on the lookout for the first one in future libraries. Suicide Notes from Beautiful Girls was pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't think I like Bad Girls with Perfect Faces as much, but that one was interesting.
Sophie Mackenzie is a really iconic author here in the UK, and I've never read any of her books before. 2006, so it was 10 years old in 2016, so 13 years old this book is. But it sounds very similar to The Lost and the Found by Jack Clark, which I read at the tail end of last year and really enjoyed.
Our local library, they always have the sequel to this one. It's Tempest by Julie Cross, about a boy who can jump into his own past to correct the future, I assume, and this looks very These Broken Stars.
Seeing as this year marks 5 years since I first read We Were Liars, I'm thinking a reread is in order.
We are rereading a lot this year as well,
Yeah,
so I would want to reread it.
It's one of those books that once you know the ending, I think it'll be a completely different read the second time round, so I'd actually be really interested in how the experience changes once you know the twist.
So these are our choices from the second library.
I'm going to pick up 2 Dark Reigns by Ken Derblake. I have read the first 2 and I don't really care about them, but then I also want to know how the series ends at the same time, so I'm a big hypocrite by reading this. But it may encourage Maddie to read the second and third one because they get us talking a lot. We have a lot of discussions about this series, so if anything, that's worth having.
We'll just take all 3 of these. So it's What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. This is one that we've seen in our supermarket, but they've recently exchanged it for the new Holly Smale, so we lost the chance of buying it.
They can only have one good YA at any one time.
Exactly. So we'll have to get it from the library.
And we're a bit iffy on Adam Silvera, aren't we?
Yeah.
So having it as a lended book
Makes
is
more
probably-
sense.
yeah.
But I'm excited to see what else Becky Albertalli does. And we've got Fierce Fragile Hearts by Sarah Bernard. I have this on my Kindle, but just like with the Holly Bourne book, I think that reading it in physical will be great. I heard from a friend that it's quite a dark read because Suzanne is the main character and she was dealing with a lot of trauma in Beautiful Broken Things, so I think this is one I'll have to be in the mood for. And then we've got Odd One Out by Nick Stone. This is all about a bisexual love triangle, so I'm really intrigued by that. It feels like a quick read and I'm always interested in queer love stories.
We thought the limit was 10, so thank goodness it's 20.
We're also going to pick up Find the Gal by Lucy and Lydia Connell. We sometimes watch their YouTube channel and it's about twins and music. Might be similar to New York Minute, but in the UK, who knows? Katie Birchall, author of the It Girl series, helped the twins write this, and I love Katie's writing. It's really light-hearted and fun, so I think this is going to be another quick read that we can storm through. Yeah, woo. Ended up taking 22 library books out across the 3 libraries.
And since we've managed to read 9 of them, so thank goodness that we'll be taking some back.
Thank you everyone so much for watching. You can follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Maddie and B. We make new bookish videos every Sunday, so subscribe if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.